Good morning, everybody. Belinda Wasser here from the VA Connection. How's everybody doing today? I'm sitting here with my little bird, Rudy, so if he's chirping over there, I apologize, but he's very happy today to be out of his cage and sitting next to me. One day I'll bring him on camera. He might have been flying on my head today. We'll see. Sometimes he does that. Okay, so today we are here to talk about the Done For You email newsletter system. And for those of you who signed up to come talk to me today, I really appreciate it. So here's what I want to talk about. First, I want to give you a little background about who I am and why I created this for you guys. So I've been a virtual assistant for 9 years. When I first started my business, one of my very good friends said to me, if you want your business to succeed, you need to write a newsletter. And you need to send it out to everyone you know, and that will be a pivotal piece in growing your business. So keep in mind, at that time, I hated to write. I was very uncomfortable doing it. I didn't know what I would be able to talk about that anyone would care about. I didn't even really have a sense of how my business was going to unfold. I was not, and I didn't have confidence. But I trusted him, and everything that he told me to do, worked. And so here he is saying, write an email newsletter if you want your business to succeed. So I said, okay, fine. So what happened was I started to write this newsletter, and here I'm going to tell you why it's important. So I started to write this newsletter, and because I was able to reach so many people at once, the word sort of started to spread. So, we all know probably 200 or 300 people at least. And my list was probably around 400 people I used to work with, people who were my neighbors, people I knew. And what I did was I started to write about the work that I was doing to them. I was helping them solve the problems they were having in their businesses. And I was also showing my expertise. So by doing this, what happened was people started coming to me, and they were ready to get started working with me because they had a sense of what I could do. And back then, virtual assistance was much less known than it is now, by far less known. So it really gave me a way to sort of educate people about what VAs do. The result was the second year that I was in business, I was able to earn 6 figures. So over $100,000, and I've consistently done that for the last 8 years from my home, while raising my child, while taking care of my chickens, while being in a relationship. I've been able to do that. So it's very possible to do that, and a pivotal piece of this for me was my email newsletter. So when I was looking around the VA Connection and saying, what can I do to help these VAs really get going? The first course I offered was the debit card, which is a way to price your services, a way to get paid up front in a systematic way, and that is still available. That's over at the VAconnectionprograms.com, and you can look at that. But after I finished that, and after a lot of people, sort of installed the system and started using it, I thought, what else am I talking about all the time that can really help people, with their VA business? And I said newsletters. So the why, I can reach a lot of people at once. And over the 9 years of asking people, can I add you to my newsletter? Can I add you to my newsletter? My list has grown to 1,500 people. So every time I write a newsletter, it's 1,500 people. The open rate is not, of course, 100%, but it's close to 30%. So just 500 people are knowing what I'm doing. All right. So I can reach a lot of people at once. Readers can hit reply. They hit reply and they connect with me, which is the point, right? To stay in front of people and let them know what you do, so that they're talking about you. The writing can be used again and again, and I talk a lot about this in the course. So the writing can be used on social media. It can be used, on Facebook, on LinkedIn as an article. You can turn it into, well, I'll tell you. So the Rocket Girl Show, which I do for you guys twice a week, those are the VA Connection email newsletters that go out every Monday. What I've done is I take the newsletter, I look at it, and I turn it into one slide, right? So the format is I say hello, I tell you what we're going to talk about, and then I walk through 1 or 2 slides. Those are the points directly from the newsletter that I've already written. So you can use it in that way as well. Some people even take newsletters and turn them into books or podcasts. So once you do the writing, or once you have the writing, you can use it again and again to sort of sprinkle yourself around. It's to the point that I made earlier, it's a great way to tell people about my work so that they understand what I do. And my clients are better suited for me because they already feel like they know me. Oops, hold on. This is my bird right here. This is Rudy, and he wants to be with us. Here he is. And so he's flying. All right, I'll show you him in a minute. Sorry about the blur. Okay. So my clients are better suited for me because they feel like they know me. And I've had people say to me, honestly, more than once, I've been thinking about hiring you for a year and I'm ready to go. And that's because they've been getting my email newsletter and they've just been getting themselves ready. I feel smarter because by writing about my work, I'm able to speak about it in a more articulate way. And so that makes me feel more on top of my game. And that's an absolute benefit. So let's talk about the course itself and what's included. And then I'm going to tell you how you can get it for free. All right. So there's a whole unit on the best topics to write about. So how to think about that, how to know what to write about. I have a template that is foolproof. I use it for myself and also for my clients. So here's something that I haven't mentioned. Once you go through this course, you'll be able to sell your services for creating newsletters for your clients. Not necessarily the writing. I do probably, I have to count it because I keep sort of making this number up, but it's definitely over 20 newsletters every single month that I do for clients where they give me the content and I set up the template using the template I'm giving you, and I put in all the different sections, the words, I make sure that the pictures lined up and all of that, which I teach you in this course. And now all of a sudden you have a service, setting up email newsletters, and that has been such a stable part of my business throughout my career because they hire you over and over and over to do this pretty simple task, and they're so grateful for it. So that's another benefit. I talk about each section of the newsletter. I completely dissect the newsletter and walk you through why each section is important, why it's relevant, and why it's included. I also give you instructions on how to import your audience. So, and that's pretty straightforward, but I do show you step by step. There's a whole section on where to reuse the content beyond social media, like I talked about, a podcast or a book. There's different things you can do. And here's the thing. So a lot of what I hear is that I don't want to do the writing. And I get that. There's sort of a joke on the page that tells you about the course where I say my first newsletter took me an entire day and several bags of potato chips. That's not that's not a lie, because when I'm uncomfortable doing something, I get up, I walk around, and I eat potato chips. So what I did was I took 12 articles and that are written for you. You can send them to your clients. You can change them. You can look at them and say, well, that makes sense to me, but I do this a little bit differently, so I'm going to change those words. You can absolutely do that. But they're included, the full text and step-by-step instructions on how to put them into the template that I also provide for you. So the price for this course is $497. And I have to say, for the 12 articles alone, that is like I'm giving it away, because when you see these articles, they're well written, they're professionally edited, and they have worked for me, articles like this. However, because I want you to both have this and I want to have a closer working relationship with you, here's what I'm doing. When you join the VA Connection VIP Club between now and July 18th at 5:00 p.m., this course is included for free, completely for free. So now I'm going to walk you through what the VA Connection VIP Club is. Okay, so the VA Connection VIP Club is it's like a whole little universe, and we have right now 66 members. It's close knit, tight. We know each other. It's a community where I pour all kinds of information on how to get how to make more money with better clients in less time, because we don't want to do this alone, right? We don't want to do this alone. And this is so affordable, guys, you're not even going to believe it. So here's the deal. Twice a month, we have live calls. So what happens is, it's like a mastermind group. People come together and ask me questions. So they submit them ahead of time so I can prepare a slide deck, get organized, and really go deep with the answers to those questions. That happens twice a month. After I answer the questions that people have submitted, usually we have more time, and people just pepper me with questions about being a VA, how to use tools, all kinds of stuff. And it's really a lot of fun. I love them. We have a private forum, a Facebook group where I'm in there all day long answering questions and providing resources. We have also the Vault. The Vault is a place where all of I just sort of pour everything I know into there. So one thing that happens every week is we have the weekly webinar series. And every Wednesday, usually at 10 o'clock, I provide a webinar for about an hour on a topic. And I'll tell you some of those topics in a second. It's like 1 week we talked about LinkedIn. We've talked about why email newsletters are my secret weapon. We've talked about Buffer in depth. We've talked about how to get clients, and anything relating to being a virtual assistant. What happens is those replays are available to the VA Connection Facebook group for 24 hours, but then they go over in the Vault. And once they're in the Vault, they're there forever for the VA Connection VIP Club to watch whenever they want to. Also, I've put all my templates, my free giveaways, everything is just packed into that Vault. Twice a year, we do an accountability challenge, which is so much fun. So the VAs in the group set intentions for a 4-week period and just get stuff done. There's prizes, there's points, it's a game, it's really fun, and everybody loved it. So we did one in May, we're gonna do one in the fall, probably in September. So that's part of it too. And then there's a 25% discount on my courses. This is not my live coaching courses. This is the debit card course and the new email newsletter system. However, you're going to get that for free if you sign up for the VA Connection VIP Club. So what else we have? Let me tell you some other things we have. You also will get the Rocket Girl Show. So I do these live videos twice a week. There's been over 60 of them, and they're all inside this product that I use called Kajabi, so that you can see them. They're organized. You can scroll down and you have those all in one place. The other thing is we have parties. So we have a party once a month where everybody comes and we play a game. Like we did this, the first time we did this thing called, what is it? 2 Truths and a Lie. Or we shared a story last time about what we want to leave behind in the pandemic and what we want to take with us. So we've had 2 so far. The VA Connection VIP Club is relatively new. It just launched in May, but it's been very popular and a lot of fun. And everybody's like really tight in there. So if you want to, you want a tight community of VAs, this is a really great place to be. So right now, here's what's going to happen with the VIP Club. Between now and July 18th at 5 o'clock, enrollment is open. Here's the pricing right here. It's $32 a month, $320 if you want to pay for the whole year, or if you want to dive in and be a lifetime member, it's $12.97. I did not update this slide to put on here the free email newsletter course, but it's definitely there. Here, let me. Here is where you can find more information about the course right here at this bit.ly link. So check it out. I'd love to have you here. You will. I think you'll love it. Everybody who's in the club has had a lot of fun with it. And so the next step is to sign up for the VIP club before July 18th. Let me see if there's any comments, because I'm happy to answer any questions that you guys have. And if you want a tour of the VIP club, I'm going to do that today live at 4 o'clock. I'm going to pull back the covers and show you the vault, show you the forum, just give you a tour of the VIP club. So post any questions you have in the comments. I'd love to have you check out the Done For You page where you can sign up and learn more. And I hope you guys have a great day, and I'll see you at 4 o'clock. Bye.